What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Jake today, and welcome back to some more My League rebuilding. I'm back on this rebuild grind, man. I appreciate all the support on the last video I just put out, man. Hit 100 views within a day, so I definitely got to keep riding this wave. I know you guys are expecting some my GM for my Lakers. I know I'll get it out eventually, and I know my word is not too, freaking reliable. But anyways, getting into the rebuild today, we're doing the Minnesota Timberwolves with Jimmy Butler, newly acquired. You guys already know he got traded with the package from Zach LaVine from the Bulls, from Zach LaVine and Kris Dunn, and I think the 5th pick, which would have been Laurie Marketing, I think, something like that. I really should do some research before I start these, but taking a look at the lineup here, the main untouchables that I have right now are Wiggins and Karl-Anthony Towns. Jimmy Butler, I mean, he's a good player and all, but I'll let him go for something if it's something right. But the squad is not, it's definitely not ready for the championship contendership yet. But taking a look at our contracts, I see a couple of players here that I'm trying to get off my hands before we even get into this. And one would be Taj Gibson. I think he's making a little bit too much money. I know they just signed him also. And maybe even Jeff T. Cole Aldridge is making a lot of money too. So maybe we can package Teague and Aldridge and try to get Taj out of there. I mean, Jeff Teague is a great point guard. He is our starting point guard. I just see that 17 million, 19 million for the next 2 years after the first year. So I saw this trade here for George Hill and Vince Carter. Now I know it's around the same contract, $8 million a year, 4 years, same thing. He's a bit older also, but George Hill's a very good player, man. He's one of the most underrated point guards in the league. Played with Pop, very high IQ point guard. So I thought, you know what, may as well get someone like that around these young guys in Wiggins and Towns. And then for Taj, unfortunately I had to give up my rookie Justin Patton, but I saw JaMychal Green, great rebounder, great face-up four. He can shoot the mid-range pretty damn consistently. I was trying something here though to save some money, but doesn't really make too much sense because Taj's contract I think is going for like 9 mil or something like that. So I had to go back, take that Brandon Wright. Who cares? At least we got Taj Gibson out of there, and now the squad is still looking, it hasn't really elevated too much, but George Hill definitely will make that a bit better. I think Jeff Teague is a little overrated, to be honest, especially with the amount of money that he got. So before we start things, I'm going to put these two guys on the untouchables list, just so no teams try to throw me some stupid ass trades during this whole simulation. So without further ado, let's get into the sim, man. At the end of the season we end, are we 8th? Are we going to get the 8th seed? Ooh, we're 7th, so we end 44 and 38 at the end of the season. James Harden is the league MVP with 25 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists. No surprise there. I mean, Houston, they're bound to have a good year. Lonzo Ball, though, again, rookie of the year, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. 6th man of the year. Rudy Gay, again, I'm really surprised every year for the 2017 sim. Rudy Gay always seems to get 6th man of the year, man. Andre Drummond, 15 and 15, double-double, with 2 steals and 2 blocks a game. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the most improved player of the year. This is a good start, man. This is the stuff we have to see out of these guys. He averaged a double-double for the whole year, 2.5 blocks a game. Definitely something to look forward to, man. He's gonna only get better from here. He also made the All-NBA second team with people like Steph Curry, KD, and Anthony Davis. So taking a look at the stats for the year, he led us with 20 points and 13 rebounds. Jimmy Butler had 18, and then unfortunately Wiggins is out with a broken hand for 2 to 4 weeks. So we are gonna make our first playoff run. It's not looking too good since Wiggins is out, but we'll have to just move on without him. And we'll have to just see where it goes from there, man. And of course, we're facing the Golden State Warriors, man. Of all teams, why couldn't they come first for this year? Squad does not look like it really changed much during the season. So yeah, I can already tell the cheese is coming, man. I can already see the cheese. So they win the first game. We win the second, okay. They win the third. They win the fourth, and we won the next game, okay. We still have a chance. There's still hope. Let me just change up the lineup a bit here. Why is Tyus Jones starting? George Hill is dead tired too. Let me change. I think it's because George Hill is a shooting guard for some reason. I don't know why his default is that shooting guard. Let me change this real quick. Just so that way when I do the rebuild, there you go. So now George Hill is our starting point guard. And Vince Carter unfortunately has to fill in for Andrew Wiggins. My hopes aren't too high right now. Let's see what VC can do. The old man, turn the clock back, my dude, please. Seems like we're... Oh, we took the lead there in the third. We're still hanging in there, though. Okay. 7 minutes left. We're down 1. Now we're down... Oh. Come on, guys. Make a push. This is for the future, please. 4-point game, 2-point game. Oh, we took the lead. 17 seconds left. We're up 1. Please hold this lead, man. Play some defense. Yes. Yes and yes. Too bad this isn't a game where we advance, but we at least force a game 7. George Hill, in his new position at point guard, got 20 points and 6 assists. Towns with a double-double of 19 and 14. And then BC, filling in for Wiggins, had 17 points, man. You can't, man. He just gets better with age, man. Like a fine wine. So let's get into game 7 here. Another simcast. Hopefully, man, if we can pull this off, I think we're making it all the way through, man. We get the best team out of the West. That's all she wrote. And then we'll get Wiggins back for the second round. Come on, guys. Please. Okay. Maybe I started dreaming a little too early. The game seems to be getting away from us, and we are going to get eliminated in our first year. Not a surprise there. Kudos to us. I mean, we went up against the best team in the league, man. They won the championship, and then, of course, they move on to face the Bucks and win the championship anyway. So, not too bad. Gives me confidence that we fought to the game 7 with the NBA champions. So that's all that counts. Right now, heading into the offseason, we have Wiggins and Towns and Tyus Jones all on a team option right now. Definitely going to pick those guys back up. Now, this isn't really major, but JaMychal Green and Shabazz Muhammad. Let me see. I don't know. I had high hopes for Shabazz Muhammad when he first got in the league, but I don't have any faith in him anymore, man. We're not going to pick him up, especially for $4 million. We'll take JaMychal back as their starting power forward. Wait, was that JaVale McGee? Oh, I guess he went for free agency, but we really just were looking for some role players here. We picked up Mike Miller for a 3-point threat, you know, just to give us a little edge, because our team isn't that bad. We really just had a bad stroke of luck there with Wiggins going down for the playoffs. So, putting the untapped potential onto Wiggins, putting him up to an A, and then we're going to send Jimmy Butler, or are we going to send Towns? No, let's send Jimmy Butler to the perimeter shooting camp, get his shots up a bit, and this is the squad for next year. George Hill, Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins, JaMychal Green, and Karl-Anthony Towns for a starting 5. Then we got Jang, Tyus Jones, Jamal Crawford, and then our role players. There's Mike Miller. He's not even getting minutes. But in our second season with the Timberwolves, we seem to do a little bit better. Making a push for at least 40 wins, please. Can't do worse than we did last year, man. Oh, we got the 7th seed again. So back-to-back years, we finished in the 7th seed. Westbrook, though, pulls out the MVP this year with the triple-double stat line. He's a machine, man. There's no doubt about it. Michael Porter Jr. wins Rookie of the Year in Charlotte. 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists a game. Let's see who wins 6th Man of the Year. Derrick Rose, man. That's really sad. You would never think to see Derrick Rose in a 6-man, you know, category like that. I guess he's playing behind John Wall. I mean, his years are pretty much up for that primetime D Rose. Andre Drummond wins Defensive Player with 2 steals and a block a game. And then Kemba Walker with the Most Improved Player. So the Charlotte Hornets are looking not too bad to have Kemba and Michael Porter Jr., man. That's a cool duo right there. So taking a look at the All-NBA first team, Towns makes it for the first time. Great accomplishment. I'm telling you guys, he's the future. He's on the path to be the best center of our league. He pretty much almost is there, and he's like what, 2 or 3 years into the league right now. It's insane. Jimmy Butler makes all defensive first team, so things are looking up for the Timberwolves right now. Let's take a look at the playoff spot. We're facing the Pelicans again, the 2 and the 7. Let's see what they're working with this year, man. See if they made any moves. Cousins is still there, AD still there, Drew Holiday. There's Taj Gibson that we traded earlier. Koufis, Jarrett Jack, Pascal Siakam from T-Dot. Let's get into the sim, man. This team doesn't look too good. They have 2 giant trees out there, but we can hopefully pull out a victory, and we do. Beating them in 5, heading on to OKC with a 2-headed dragon of Westbrook and Paul George, man. This is so cheese. Like, I wanted him to go to the Lakers so bad. And of course, he signs with them, and there's no way he leaves him in the free agency. They also drafted Terrence Ferguson, who was a pretty low-key snipe for them. But the squad otherwise, I mean, they don't really have too much depth, especially when it comes to bigs. So let's see what we do in the sim here. They win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. Game 4 is ours. And, ooh, what I was about to say. And there it is. So we're back. Golden State, I'm coming for your head. The rematch is on. We're in the Western Conference Finals. Definitely the furthest we made it throughout the whole series. This team still looks the same for the damn Warriors. Freaking cheeseheads, man. Damn. Spencer Hawes is out. I mean, that doesn't really change much, but let's get into the sim. We're definitely... Oh, I was about to say, I thought we were going to sweep these guys. We're definitely a lot better. And we make it to the NBA Finals. We beat the Warriors as the 7th seed, and we made the finals to face Cleveland. Let's get it, man. Back-to-back years, 7th seed, and now we're back. Same seeding, and we're in the finals. Let's take a look at this Cavs squad. Probably the same thing. LeBron, Kyrie, K-Love. The big 3 still there. Wayne Ellington, though, it really starts to drop off after that, though. They have no depth. Larry Sanders. Tristan Thompson is out. Bro, this is ours to win. We have to eat. We have to eat, please. They win game 1. We win game 2. Okay. Alright. Yes. Yes, please. Yes. And there it is. The Timberwolves win the championship in 2018 against the Cavs in a 7-game series. Just like the next one we win in our 2nd year. Hopefully we can build a dynasty from here and win another championship. Karl-Anthony Towns, the beast, with 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks a game in the finals, man. He's a monster. He's an absolute beast. So, we have Towns for one more team option this year. We're, of course, going to bring him back to the championship squad. Then Wiggins, he's on a qualifying offer. I think he has a player option. We're going to send him $9 million. Actually, no. We're not going to send him $9 million. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can... There it is. Let me try to... We'll give him a maximum. We won the championship. He rejects it like a bitch. Bro, we gave you 5 years, $21 million a year. That's like 116 or something like that. And he rejected it. Really? We just won a championship. How you just gonna break that up like that, Wiggins? Come on. So this free agency, we're definitely looking for a new small forward because Wiggins is being a complete idiot. We offered Paul George something. He declined, of course. I don't know why. When you win a championship, you think we would, you know, have some leverage to sign some big stars, but I guess not, man. Can't even sign Wiggins for another day, so we'll have to skip past this for now. We offered him the 5 years there. He's still mulling an offer. I don't understand, man. What else can you, like, why would you decline that? You won a ship with us, man. You won a championship. Come on. He's playing mind games, but we finally end up signing Andrew Wiggins and Brandon Bass. So the squad basically identical as last year, except for the fact we got a couple new role players off the bench in Solomon Hill, Gary Neal, Brandon Bass, Nick Young, and our rookie Justin Stapleton. So Jang for some reason was injured off the bat for the season, but look at this improvement, man. We went from the 7th seed all the way, okay, I mean, I thought I was going to get 4th, but we got the 5th seed. James Harden wins MVP, 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists. Shane Wheeler, don't know who that is at all. Probably will see him in 2 years because these are all, you know, realistic rosters anyway, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Zio-Ki, whatever. Houston Rockets 6th man of the year. Drummond again with the defensive player of the year, 14 points, 13 rebounds, and a block a game. Then Michael K. Gilchrist, who went to the Knicks, is now the most improved player of the league. I mean, the stat line is not really too impressive, to be honest. And then Houston with the coach of the year. And again, to repeat, Towns is a beast, man. He makes the All-NBA first team again. He's injured though heading into the playoffs, which makes me kind of worried. Let me see if Jimmy Butler's anywhere. Jimmy and him, they both make it to the all-defensive second team. So the team's we're still moving. We're still hustling and bustling. This time though, we're seeded at the 5th seed, going up against Portland, who I mean, Zach Collins, they just drafted him. They got Nurkic. The team is looking a lot better. Caleb Swanigan, or whatever you say his name is. Trayvon Duval, I know he's a beast in high school. I think he's going to Duke this year. And then Jordan Clarkson from the Lakers. So they did make a couple changes to the roster. I'm actually watching the Lakers versus Portland Summer League Championship right now. Like I was just watching it before I made this video. By the time I put this up, we'll know who the champion is. Hopefully it's the Lakers, fingers crossed. But back into this, let's simulate and see what happens, man. We're up 2-1. They tie it up with 2. Then it's a 3-2 lead. So now we're a little bit worried. Let me see what we're doing here with the lineup. George Hill is dead tired, and Jimmy Butler. Towns is back in the lineup, but he's still a little bit injured, man. We're still going to give him 39 minutes, though. I don't care. We have to win. We have to break the streak, man. Let's go into Simcast here and hopefully get a win. Please. Please. Definitely giving us a challenge, though. Oh, damn. Come on, guys. Play. Oh, no, no. And there it is. We end up getting 1 ring out of the 3 years that we did with the Timberwolves. And look again. Look at what happens again. We lose to the team that wins the NBA championship. So again, flattered. It's really flattering for us, you know. At least we put up a fight against the champs. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I'm really loving it. It's really fun, you know, breaking down these teams and doing stuff like this. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Either a rookie team, like a lottery pick team, or, you know, a big free agency move. Pick a team for me, y'all. I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment below, and turn on notifications. I'm out of here.